Hello, this is Korean Story Grandma. Today I want to talk about the couple again. So it must be either is it fourth or fifth. I say 4M. That's the my code so that I know what I'm doing. So this couple got married, had a lovely first son, very proud, euphoric, even though country is in a mess at the time. Well, not mess as much because it's at least freed from Japan after 35 long years of colony and couldn't use own language. However, because Russia came down, USSR at the time came down along the parallel, military has to quickly go the 38 parallel as well. Hence, 1945, with the good news of independence, came the sad news of division. And then my mother and father was born during Japanese occupation. So they were not allowed to speak Korean. So in school they were learning Japanese, were forbidden to speak Korean, and changed their name into Japanese. This is the problem, isn't it? Forever, all Korean history, either uh, protectorate of, I don't know, Tang or Won or Song or Qing dynasty. It's so really bit insulting, really, but that's history. You cannot be proud of so many. I didn't want to learn history really when I was young. Maybe that's why I enjoy now. However, so this family was relatively peaceful, relatively happy, very unusual because a man respect wife so much and using always honorific form to his wife when he addresses to his wife, which is very, very unusual, but very good for children's education, really. In a way, equality between man and woman. But but society itself was always male dominated. So you do get afraid of a man in a way, and you become quiet. You are seen, but not to be heard, sort of things. Yes, that's unavoidable cultural wise. And also, Korea is influenced by Confucius teaching. So you can't help it. So in this happy family, it's carried on, and then daughter arrived, and then another daughter arrived, and then 5 years later, after 3 children, Korea War broke out. 1950, June 25th, Sunday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, sudden invasion. Seoul was not ready, Korea was not ready, American military supervision wasn't ready, Korea government wasn't ready. So Seoul, being near from the 38 parallel, then called, now it's a ceasefire, right? But at the time 38 parallel. Within 3 days, Seoul was occupied by the North Korean army, communist army. So then they were pushed down and then nobody was ready. So quickly, all over the world, people send their support. Some countries just send, maybe 6 countries just sent medical supplies and auxiliary help. But 16 allies sent military help. And Korea was almost, whole Korean peninsula was invaded by communism, and north of the Busan Nakdong River, we are barely cling to with our fingernails onto Korean peninsula. But luckily, UN regrouped and pushed up. So September 28th, Seoul was reclaimed by allies. So that time my family was in Seoul, so you can imagine what kind of upheaval they went. It's a miracle that all families survived. And from then on, this couple's life was downhill all the way, all the way. Very, well, resilient, but the story will come next time. So this Korean War, which broke out 25th June 1950 on Sunday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, pushed down towards at the end of the peninsula, Nakdong River, then pushed back again 3 months later in September 28th. We reclaimed Korea, well, the Seoul area. Then we pushed all the way to north to the border with China. And General MacArthur wants to push forward, but American president at the time said no. So we stopped at that. So next time we'll carry on from there. Bye.